I remember back in my time when I was studying in higher education, there was a need for a computer, something that was easy to carry around, and the fact that I studied information technology made owning a computer a necessity. This is where I wish that the Acer Swift One came into my life. A light and portable laptop, and although it does not have the strongest processor, it still got the job done. My name is Tarvin and this is my review of the Acer Swift One. The Acer Swift One on first glance looks like just a regular everyday laptop. The design profile is simple and there's not much that makes the laptop stand out. To some it might have a boring outlook, but I did like it that they did not go overboard with the design and just kept it simple but still pleasing to look at. On the sides you'll find two USB 3.0 ports for fast file transfers, a HDMI port and a USB Type-C port alongside a headphone jack. On the other side is a regular USB 2.0 port which can be used for plugging in an external mouse and an SD card reader if ever the need arises. The device is not heavy at all, coming in at only 1.3 kilograms. It will be a very easy device to bring around, and with its dimensions of 12.58 inch by 8.86 inch by 0.59 inch for its width, depth and height respectively, it will be a very easy laptop to carry around even in a bag or a sling bag. Flipping the laptop open, you will be greeted by a 13.3-inch Full HD screen. A very nice feature that Acer added to the screen is that it is an IPS display. That would mean it produces good color and offers great viewing angles, and that really shows when you first boot up the laptop and are greeted with the green Acer logo. Colors are nice and sharp, which is pretty impressive for a laptop of this spec and range. Going down to the keyboard area, I'm really liking how the keyboard is designed for this laptop of this size, as they managed to make the keycaps big but still give enough space in between the keys to have a nice comfortable typing experience. One more thing I want to add is that the backspace key sounds different from the other keys. I'm not sure if this is unintentional or a feature that Acer added, but I really like it because it makes it easier to know if I'm hitting the correct keys when I'm not looking at the keyboard while typing. Another feature that impressed me for this laptop of this range is that it supports Windows Hello. And there is a fingerprint sensor which works very well. It never had any issues with my finger and is a great feature to have if you're worried about your classmates going through your laptop stealing your assignments. And finally, the touchpad is just awesome. I love the tracking and the gestures and the overall feel and design of the touchpad, which just goes to show that you do not need to spend a lot of money on an expensive laptop to get a good touchpad. If you are expecting impressive specs, well, you will be slightly disappointed as it only comes with an Intel Pentium processor and 4GB of RAM. While that might not sound very impressive, it does perform well on this 2,199 ringgit laptop, as I've been using this to write my articles and do slight editing on pictures I take for events. It does slow down when I am editing pictures, but other than that I had no issues with the speed of this device, so long as it was used for basic Microsoft Word or using Google Docs. I did try to do some very light gaming on it and it had no issues playing Hearthstone, but it did get hot towards the top right of the keyboard section, and underneath the laptop was pretty hot as well. If you are going to be gaming, it's best you don't have it on your lap while you're gaming. The speakers on this little guy is not the best speakers out there, but for its price point it still does manage to stand out when it comes to volume, as it can get pretty loud. The speakers are positioned at the bottom of the laptop, similar to the R11 I reviewed previously. Acer has mentioned that it will give you a battery life of up to 10 hours, but on my usage I would say that it gives close to 8 hours of use depending on what I'm doing, as I've realized that it sometimes gives more than 8 hours if I'm just writing and browsing the internet, but sometimes where I need to do some photo editing or when I'm just playing games, it is close to 7.5 hours, which either way will probably get you through the whole day without worrying about charging it. The Acer Swift One is perfect if you are a student, as it's light and easy to carry around. Sure, it might not be as powerful as the other slim laptops out there, but if you're just looking to do your assignments and any simple tasks, then Acer has produced the perfect laptop to fit your school and your daily needs.